Do you have a French Provincial set of dressers that you want to paint? Then this is the video for you. Follow along as I show you how I updated this French Provincial set, how I made sure that I got it clean, that I primed it and prepared it so that it will hold the paint and last for many, many years to come. These type of slick surfaces are very tricky when it comes to painting them, so it's important that you really prep your pieces. As always, the first step is giving them a really good clean. I usually start with warm soapy water. I'm also using some simple green, and I love to get my power drill out with a scrub brush. This really gets into all of the detail of the furniture, and it saves my hands and my back from hurting. After I've cleaned it really well, I'm going to go ahead and do what I call scuff sanding. Scuff sanding is just removing the top shiny layer. We're not trying to sand off the old finish because we are going to paint it, but we want to give the paint something to adhere to. So I'm going over it with my sander. I'm using a 120 grit sandpaper, and I'm removing that shiny finish from the top. Refinishing a French Provincial piece is all about the prep work. Once I've got it cleaned, sanded, removed all of the dust, and wiped it down, then we can move on to preparing it for paint. I'm planning to use my sprayer for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and apply some tape and plastic to the drawers. It's a huge time saver to spray with the drawers in it, and you'd be surprised how little spray actually gets inside the dresser. I've purchased a spray tent that I have on my side yard so that I can spray my items and then cover them to prevent dust and other items from getting into the paint. What I'm doing now is I'm applying Zinsser primer to the entire dresser. This is a white primer, and it goes on to help ensure that our paint job is going to stick and that it's going to last. So I forgot to hit record, so you missed the satisfaction of watching me spray paint this dresser. After I had painted it, I then go in with a brush to touch up the tops of the drawers, and I also take the drawers out and make sure that the bottoms and all of the edges are thoroughly painted. Sometimes with the sprayer, it's easy to miss the bottom lips of some of the design elements, as you can see on this drawer right here. I also use my brush to paint the inside of the dresser where the drawers go in. This is just so that when people are moving it, when they take the drawers out, that it has a really nice finished look to it. While I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I used a little barkeeper's friend to clean up the original hardware. First, I washed them with warm soapy water and let them dry really well. Then I applied the barkeeper's friend and used a soft bristle toothbrush to scrub them. This stuff is amazing. It just removes years worth of grime and tarnish. And when doing a French Provincial piece, I like to use this type of original hardware. I think it's what really looks best on it. And this type of dresser just wouldn't look right with modern hardware. So as you can see, this is kind of a lengthy process. You do need to really scrub them, but it is so worth it in the end. And I love it when they have a little bit of an antique look to them, so I don't worry about making them entirely perfect. Here's another look at the before. I used Wise Owl 1 Hour Enamel in the color Wrought Iron to make over this vintage dresser, and here's what it looks like now. I purchased this off of Facebook Marketplace for about $40 for both pieces, and I'm hoping to sell them for around $500. So not only did I save these from going into the landfill, but hopefully I have given someone some pieces of furniture that they will treasure for many more years to come. Please like and subscribe to my channel to see more of my furniture makeovers.